Hi! I want to show you exactly what Hello Engine looks like the moment you sign up. No polished demo account, no fake data. This is a brand new account, just like yours would be on day one. Hello Engine is a podcast management platform that takes you from I have an idea for a show all the way to live on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and then keeps you consistent once you're there. Let me walk you through it. This is what you see first on your dashboard. So, what you're going to see the amount of episodes you've published, amount of episodes that are ready to record, amount of episodes ready to distribute, and a streak once you're consistently posting. This is your next move banner, so it'll tell me what my next move is, which for me, since I have not set up a show, would be setting up a show. Moving down, this is our jump into a tool. So we have the episode planner tool, distribute tool, and promote tool. And then down here is our launch checklist, which I have 0 out of 10 to complete. So let's complete those. We're going to move on to my show. Okay, so let's start a show together. So, am I starting a new podcast or do I already have a podcast? Since I don't have a podcast, I'm going to be starting a new podcast and I'm going to start the consultation process. And then this is a short video that breaks it up. But what do I want to be talking about? So, I want to be talking about marketing and sales. And then you can pick multiple, but I'm going to pick marketing and sales and health and wellness. So I'm going to do continue. And then who is my audience? So my audience would mostly be people who are like-minded like me and people who are early in their career as I am. So I'm going to do students and careers. And then you always have the option to click multiple. But I'm just going to stick with students and early career. And then you can also write in your own, but I'm going to stick with this. So I'm going to continue. And then what format do I want? I'm going to do solo. And then it'll also add an insight for you. So, yeah, solo builds your brand fast, which matters a lot in early career. So, once you're going through the consultation, you can read these insights and it'll help you and guide you. So, do I want audio or video? I'm going to do audio and video. And again, there is that insight. So pick a primary podcast category. So this is where you can only pick one. So I'm going to pick society and culture, and then I will tie that into the marketing tab that I chose earlier, and then it gives you that insight of how you should work it in. So then how often will I publish? I'm busy, but I want to stay consistent, so I'm going to do weekly. And as you can see, we're moving down this consultation. So we finished our show concept. Now we're doing our schedule and style, and then we will finish the rest. So how long will an average episode run? I'm going to do 20 to 40 minutes, which is the recommended. And then again, there is that insight. And then how structured do you want each episode? I'm going to do outlined with some bullet points, but not a script. What is my number one goal for the show? I'm going to build a personal brand. And then this one, you can only pick one. Where will I record? So I'm going to do external/rented studio at Hello Studios. But you can pick any one of these. And then what's my budget? So I'm going to do 0. I'm going to do what I have or what Hello Studios has when I rent a room there. And then do I want music or custom intro? I'm going to do just spoken intro, no music. Who will edit each episode? You can do an AI editing tool, you can edit yourself, full service production. Hello Studios does include a full service production, so I'm going to pick that. Do I have a website or a landing page? I am planning to build one since I don't have my podcast just yet. And then what do I want to launch? I want to launch ASAP. I want to launch this month. Do I have existing content that we can repurpose? Not really. I'm starting from scratch. What socials do I use? So I'm gonna use, you can pick multiple for this. I'm choosing LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Shorts, newsletters. 5 channels ambitious, so maybe I should do less. I'm gonna do 3 channels. TikTok is my fastest path to early career listeners, so I'm gonna focus on that. Thank you to the insight. And then how do I want the show to make money eventually? I want it to make money from sponsorships and ads, which Hello Studio can also help me find sponsorships and ads, so that'd be great. And then we're on our last one. So, do I have a show name yet? Surprise me. I don't know. I'm starting from scratch. I don't really have any idea. So, next we're going to generate our show because you can also review your answers, which looking through, I am pretty set on all my answers. So, I'm going to generate my show. Okay, so I now have my concept, and the great thing is that I had to wait, but I got an email saying that it was ready, so you can always generate your concept and wait for an email, and it'll let you know when your concept is ready. So I can choose my name, which I'm gonna choose Market Yourself. So, oh, you can also see 6 more, so you can look at all of these. Vital brand, from the ground floor, the intake, brand new feel good. Okay, I'm gonna keep market yourself well. And then when we scroll down, you can choose your directions. I'm gonna choose the first one. And then I could also, this is where you can add in things, so I can add in a logo for a show. If I have a different idea, I can add in my brand colors and fonts. And then here are the first 5 episodes that it generated for me. And then I can generate 3 more. So awesome. I'm going to continue to launch. So I have 2 out of 10 complete. So next I have to order, set up equipment, which I'm going to book at Hello Studios, so I don't have to. And then I need to choose and sign up for a podcast host, which I'm going to do solo for now, but in the future I can add a podcast host, and then they can also be added onto my Hello Engine. I can finalize the cover art and write a show description so I can generate that for my concept, which I can then just copy and paste into Apple or Spotify. And then I need to record my trailer or first episode, upload my first episode to your host, and then submit to Apple Podcasts, which we have a submission hub. I can continue my concept. So then I would have to lock in my show to proceed, regenerate my image so that it aligns with the Market Yourself. Perfect. And then if I wanted to edit my answers or change something, regenerate my concept, I can always do that. But I'm going to continue to my launch checklist, which you can always look at on this left side. So I can always look at my show identity, which is right here, my equipment, which if I needed help picking out equipment, for starter, pro, or studio, which I'm picking studio, and then for hosting. So I can add a host, and it'll teach you which platforms to go to. So, Spotify for creators, Podbean, what is best for you. And then obviously go back to that launch checklist. And then over here, we can go live once I lock in my show. And then here it'll show cloud storage and where I can find that storage if I need some more when recording episodes. Our recording tools, if I want to use Riverside, Descript, Squadcast, and then all my episodes, which I don't have any yet. And then I'm going to go back to my dashboard. So I still have no episodes, but it does say that my next move is now to submit my shows to directories. So it'll always update me and tell me what my next move is, which is awesome.